Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, strong style cinephile, wanting to talk to you about Daredevil, Born Again. Let's geek about it for a scant few minutes, because Jon Bernthal was, of course, coming back as the Punisher, teased his upcoming appearance on the show a little bit by posting the book that his character read to his daughter in the Netflix series, which, of course, we now know are canon to the Disney Daredevil Born Again series. You know, 1 batch, 2 batch, penny and dime, and just hyping up his appearance in the show. And I wanted to touch on that because there was a posting a while ago, and actually recorded a video on it already talking about it, and then just didn't get it done. So I wanted to rehash it here, where there was a person who went to a comic book convention or some kind of convention. They talked to Bernthal about his upcoming appearance in Born Again, and Bernthal had said that he was approached by Marvel several times before he actually accepted it. They gave him pitches, they kind of told him to slant for things, and he was like, nah, bro, I'm not interested. Because I love that about him. Now, eventually he conceded, because I believe of the wholesale changes to the series. Remember, this 18-episode first season, which I'm really wondering how long the episodes are going to be. What's going to be the runtime on these episodes? For you, when you had Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision and Echo and all these other shows have anywhere from like 6 to 8 episodes and that sort of thing, and you just come out the gate with 18 for Daredevil? Like, how long are the episodes going to be? But we know that they shot a number of episodes. Some people saw it. Some of the higher-ups saw it. And we're like, no, this is crap. We need to trash what we're doing, reset, and retool. And they're doing something totally different. And I'm wondering if, like I said, like they approached him and he saw the crap they were doing before, and he was like, nah, bro, I'm not doing this. And they changed it, and he's like, okay, I'm in. And to me, I love and respect Bernthal that much more for his portrayal of Frank, because he has such a reverence and an appreciation and a respect for the character and the job that he plays portraying the character. For him to be like, I'm sure they threw a lot of money at him, but for him to be like, no, the story's not right, the situation that they're putting Frank in is not right, I'm not right with this, I ain't gonna do it. For me, that just the kudos to Bernthal for that. But as we know, they changed things, they retooled things. A Netflix show is now canon. And I know a lot of people were kind of worried about how things were going to go with Daredevil in the MCU. I was one of those people. Now, I liked and appreciated his appearance in She-Hulk, because She-Hulk is kind of this tongue-in-cheek, fourth wall breaking show that's kind of out there. So him existing in that space and being the way he was in that show was fine. But for me, I did want sort of something more in the Netflix vein. I mean, you don't have to be that, like, bloody or I don't want to say dark, gritty, because I hate those stupid buzzwords. Oh my God, don't make me say them. But I don't want to say violent, because I like violence in stuff. So visceral. We're gonna go with visceral. Did you need to be as visceral as the Netflix shows? Not really, but I still wanted the action. I still wanted just the oomph that to come with it. Were we going to get that originally? I don't know. But now we don't have to worry about that, because, of course, they've retooled things, shook up the creative team, and now we're getting something different. We're also getting Deborah Ann Wall back as Karen Page, Eldon Henson back as Foggy. We're getting Wilson Bethel back as Bullseye. So they're pulling in these familiar faces from the Netflix series. And we see there are some differences in it, as some set photos have turned up for some eagle-eyed folks with their phones, cell phones, cameras, what have you, to see that Henson has a full, like, shorter hair and a full beard. Now, his look has changed through the seasons of the Netflix show, but now he has a full beard going on. And there's some speculation about how many episodes these guys are going to be in, if they're just going to be brought back briefly. One of the latest reports about it was kind of speculating if they get killed off in this, and I'm really hoping they don't get brought back just to get fridged. But by the same token, this is Daredevil Born Again. And I know that Marvel takes familiar comic book stories and kind of does their own sort of spin on them, like your sort of Age of Ultron, like your Civil War. They do their own little spin on it. So, like the Winter Soldier. So, Born Again. We know in Born Again, in the comics, the Kingpin finds out about Daredevil's identity, seeks to systematically destroy his life, break the man, and make him suffer. Is that what's going to happen here? Are we going to go Born Again, where he's going to find out his identity and go after... did he already know his identity at the end of last season? Might have. It's been a minute since I watched it. But is he going to end up killing Karen and Foggy just to mess with, you know, Matt? But if you looked at the end credit scene of Echo, it seems that Kingpin is going to end up like doing the whole Mayor Fisk thing. Or, again, they put their own spin on things. Are they combining the two stories where he's going to be systematically destroying Matt's life, but doing it using maybe the office of the mayor or the political power that he's going to get as mayor or running for mayor or what have you? Remains to be seen how it goes. Sorry if it's a spoiler alert for some people that haven't seen Echo. If you haven't, I mean, you know, it kind of sucked. First episode was great. The fight between Daredevil and Echo was great. Alaqua Cox, it's not for fault of her. She is phenomenal. I like her in the role of Echo. But the show, after the first episode, sucked. It was slow and it was boring, and just the superpower thing that they had to do, I guess they feel like they had to do with her at the end was just, oh my god, it was so stupid, so stupid, so stupid. So stupid. God, it was stupid. But it's neither here nor there. Daredevil, Born Again, it is coming. It is going to be 18 episodes. How long the episodes are going to be, I don't know. Jon Bernthal's going to be back as a Punisher. Is he going to be in more than one episode since there's 50 million episodes? Who knows? Maybe he is. Hopefully he is. What else is going to be going on in it? Nobody knows. I'm looking forward to it because, again, it's Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox is, again, like spot on casting. You have your Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier. You have your Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. You have your Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. You have your Chris Evans as Captain America. I mean, there's like certain just spot on casting that they just get right and correct. Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, and Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Spot on. Perfect. So I am looking forward to the show, waiting to see what the MCU does with it, how it connects to the other stuff going on in the MCU at the time. Actually really connects, because we know that like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of like billed to be connected to the MCU, but since we're dealing with the multiverse, let's just face facts. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was related to an MCU that took place on a different Earth. Period. End of story. That's just what we're doing with that show. But like I said, I'll be interested to see kind of what they're doing with the returning faces, what they're going to do with Bullseye, what they're going to do with Kingpin, and just what is there going to be a one-shot hallway scene to salivate over? Remains to be seen. I guess we'll all find out together, as we always do. But those are my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. But you guys have to think. Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Daredevil, coming soon. You know what else is coming soon? X-Men. We'll talk about that in another video. X-Men 97, where it's coming soon. They started putting out more promotional material about it, and they fired the showrunner after I think he turned in the scripts for season 2, and then they canned him. Don't know why. And also, Giancarlo Esposito is apparently stumping for being Professor Xavier. I'm kind of torn on that because he's a fantastic actor. There's like some characters that I just don't think like you should race swap. Professor X is like one of them, but if you're gonna do it, I could see you doing it with him. But then he started talking about how he wanted to play Professor Xavier with him not in the wheelchair. And then I was like, bro, you lost me there. And I know he was kind of standing in the whole Krakoan age in the comics, but I mean, we're not starting with that. We're starting with X-Men like earlier than that. So I'm gonna need Homeboy in the wheelchair. If you want to do something different than that, you lost me, bro. You had me there, but you lost me. But you're still a great actor. But anyway, until next time, let us geek.